Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to unbox another Pixie box, and this one is the Jurassic Pixie box. So another dino themed one, which I'm really happy about. And we're immediately greeted by one of the cutest designs of a information card that I've ever seen. You can see all of these really cute simplistic dinosaurs and leaves. Very appreciate the design. But let's have a look inside and see what we get. So the first item we get is this really pretty mica powder, and it has like a purplish blue shimmer to it. And then we get this lametta, and it's a mixed one, so it has this like almost holographic type and also these like black thin type stripes, so you can cut them up to put them in resin. And we got two different dinos as bezels with a golden frame. And two larger charms in metal that are a dino. I've never seen these large metal charms before actually. And then we got these types of unicorn flakes in orange and pink, and I just love them. They have such a nice effect when they're glittering and suspended in resin. And we got two pigments in lilac and fuchsia, so like a purplish and a pinkish tone. And we get some of these, and I have the feeling they are glow in the dark. Let's test. And I was right, they definitely glow in the dark. And then we get these two giant molds. And they're super cute. I just don't think I will ever use them. And we get another egg, and look at the size difference from the Pixie box to the Elf box. The left one is the one we got in the Elf box. It's humongous. And we get some dinos, and they're half mold, so they're easy to make. I actually started recording a video before where I put a dino that I sculpted inside of the smaller egg. So I'm really happy to see that we get a dragon in this box to make one. And then we got this mysterious package. And it says it's a wind chime, so I'm super intrigued by that because it looks really fun, and it looks like we get actually everything we need for it inside of this little package. And before you say anything, yes, I totally missed the leaves, but I will pick them up later. So let's have a look inside of the sheet. And apparently there were so many solid opaque pigments that you could have gotten. I'm really happy with my pick of pigment that I got though, because I love these purples and pinks. They definitely are really great. And this is me like frantically searching for the leaves because I realized I missed them. And these are some really, really cute see-through leaves out of plastic, or I guess acrylics. And look at how beautiful their example of the dino egg mold is. It's so cute. But without further ado, let's get onto our project. And this time I'm actually not making anything dino related, despite the box being about that. I'm going to make a wind chime. And I decided to go for galaxy theme, so I mixed a lot of pretty glitters inside of these ring molds, and I used some of these like dark pink purplish pigment and some black. And I hope the glitter would act as stars, and it definitely does. Like, look at this, it's so sparkly and pretty. So you may notice that I'm pressing them flat onto the table, and that's just because they're still really soft. But I was so impatient, I couldn't wait to see how they look like and how they turn out. And I have to say, I love them, they're so pretty. But obviously we need some charms to hang on them, so I will let them sit for a day and make some. And for this I'm using more of these galaxy type colors, so these like pink pigments, blue, and of course some types of blacks. And in one of them I'm mixing some glitter, and in the other one actually glow in the dark, though you really cannot see the glow in the dark later because the black just totally overpowers them. I hoped it wouldn't, but apparently my glow in the dark also is very weak, so you need to use a lot of it, which I found out in a later project. But you know, things like this happen and you learn out of them, so it's totally fine. I got these earring molds, or I guess charm molds, out of the shapes box from Sophie and Toffee like a while ago, and I thought they would make the perfect add-ons for this project. And I'm actually using their tool for scraping away excess resin because it's really hard without a pipette or something like that to fill in these molds perfectly. But I also wanted to have this more random design, so I didn't really care. And of course giving it a quick hit with a lighter will remove the bubbles. And because I didn't just want the shapes but also some other charms, I decided to use all of these kind of space related items. Like, I know these like middle types with like 2 loops that are just like squares and stuff don't look space, but the colors are what will make them look like they fit into the theme, and it makes me able to use multiple charms on one string without having the problem of it looking strange because one of the charms hangs like slightly crooked. And I have to say, all of these turned out really lovely. Now, I had lots of the resin left over, so I just filled all of them, and then I decided which of the shapes I wanted to make. And unfortunately, also the tape I used for the petals stuck really heavily on the back, so they turned really matte and sticky, so I just used some glass varnish. And then it was onto the tedious task of threading the nylon thread through all these loops and actually making it even so you can use it as a wind chime. I actually made it a little different than what they wanted to do. They wanted you to like fasten them separately, but instead I like collected all of the threads from the middle and from the sides and made them even by laying them flat on the table and just pulling the threads to make it so they would hang on the same level. And then I added some of these squeezy pearls. Now these are usually used for like necklace making and stuff, so you can fasten your thread in them, but they work definitely perfectly for this project. And I just slipped them over all of the threads, and they actually fit surprisingly well. And then I just clamped them, and I used like 3 of them to clamp the area, and I actually used 3 more or a couple more on the top to make a little loop out of the thread so I can hang it. And then it was just time to hang my charms, and after a long while of threading I was finally finished, and these are the results. The image quality may not be the best because they kept spinning around all the time, but I think you can definitely see how amazing this turned out. It looks so good, it sparkles, and the sound is really lovely. Sadly my microphone won't pick it up that well, but it has a really lovely and bright wind chime sound. And actually, I don't know if you can see it, but I added a blue bead in the middle of it so the bead would move and hit the chimes, because there will never be enough wind in my room so they would hit each other, so instead this bead will help. And I had some time since I made this video where actually they rang really beautifully when I had the window open, so this definitely was a really fun project. There is so many designs you can make out of these wind chimes. and out of this mold actually, like the egg mold. You can make a lamp out of it, you can put any animal inside of it that you want, or any objects inside of it that you want. Make a lamp out of it. Even with the dinosaurs you can embed stuff, make it a trinket display or something like that, or a nightlight for your kids. So yeah, a huge collection of projects you can make. And not all of them are dino related, which is also good, because you can make them dino related, but you don't have to, which I think is a really nice bonus. Like, I have so many ideas what I could make with all these molds, and it makes me so excited to think about it. And I have to say, although it's a bold claim, the wind chime mold is my absolute favorite mold from all of the Sophie and Toffee Pixie Roads mold that I've ever received. Now you obviously have to have a lot of patience to shred it up, but once you got both of the circle rings hanging evenly and you add the charms, it's just so much fun. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below, what were your thoughts about this box? Did you get it, and which was your favorite item? And maybe some ideas you have with all of these giant molds. I hope you have a great day. Bye!